Thank you very much. Sir, this amendment bill is simple. It is intended to restore the powers of the state government to maintain list of OBCs which was taken away by the Supreme Court interpretation of Constitution 102 amendment. Sir, similarly, in order to adequately clarify that the state government and the union territories are empowered to prepare and maintain their own state list of SEBs. With these two pertinent reasons, we are all supporting this. Sir, while participating in the discussion, I was hearing from the other side many praises about this, Prime Minister and their policies with regard to OBCs. Excuse me in saying a fact that BJP government stand on OBC and the reservation is not honest. Sir, I would like to say certain glaring example. Non-implementation of statutory provision with regard to reservation. Government is really making impediments in the way of implementing the things. And dilution to the existing reservation policy is going on without any kindness. Then misrepresentation of various clauses. Similarly, inappropriate application of creamy layer. In calculation tricks you are playing that make hurdles in calculating the criteria and things like that. And you have really crushed the crux of the reservation policy through the introduction of EWS. Last time you have passed that. Introduction of economic criteria in the reservation policy is deadly against the principle of reservation. BJP is really weakening the concept of social backwardness, which was the basis for reservation. Quota was never meant to. Another poverty alleviation program is an affirmative action policy that seeks to some justice for those sections of Indian society that have been discriminated against various caste criteria, things like that. We are all talking about Indira Sahini case. What it says? It says that reservation of seats or posts solely on the basis of economic criteria, that is without regard to evidence of historical discrimination, as aforesaid, finds no justification in the Constitution. This EWS is deadly against the spirit of the reservation policy. Certain state implemented that, sir. In our state also, they implemented it. They implemented EWS in a cruel manner. Minorities and OBC, they are wounded like anything. Sir, as far as my party is concerned, IUML, we took a firm stand in this house that this adding this economic criteria in reservation is not at all good and it is bad by every means. Now we would like to say one more thing. Article 15.4 and Article 16.4. There are many things advising that. What you did? Instead of doing something in support of the OBCs, you are trying a negative method for that. You are trying to put so many hurdles before implementing this kind of things. Now, after doing all these kind of things, what exactly is the position of the OBCs in the country, sir? OBC committee report. I just quote. No time. I am not yielding. I am not yielding for that. So what I am saying is, Arif, you just keep because I have no time. Your government did it. Entire Kerala is against your move. OBCs are suffering like anything. You are instrumental in creating such a dilution in the system. And you are loyal than BJP government in doing this kind of things. I am telling you a fact. Don't get annoyed on this. Sir, what I am saying is, sir, OBC committee had noted that despite of 4 revisions of the income criteria 97 and 27. What exactly is the fact? As per data from the report, central government elite group A category has only 13% of OBCs. Various estimates show among the 32.58 lakh government employees, which include Group A, B, C, number of those OBCs are 7 lakhs or less than 22%. As against 27% stipulated in the quota. The maximum number of OBCs is 6.4 lakh or 22.65% are employed in C group, which combines mainly on Safai Karmacharis on the sanitation department. This too is well sought inspiration. So this is the deplorable condition of the OBCs. What exactly you are saying? You are saying that sabka saath, sabka vikas and so many things. But you are doing all cruelty against the OBCs. Sir, I don't want to take much of your time. One thing is sure. When we are discussing these kind of things, when we say inclusive growth, you are forgetting the backward communities in the country. You are forgetting the minorities in the country. Their life and property is attacked every day. We all know that. Every day what we are seeing, story of blood and tears against the harassment of the minorities and OBCs. I am telling you that you have no moral right to say that your government is in favor of minorities. Towards the end, sir, I would like to say one more thing. Reservation should be extended to the private sector. What is happening there? Most of the employment is transferring to private sector. I urge upon the government to take it very seriously. If you are honest, I would like to tell you to come forward with a new legislation in extending reservation to private sector also. Sir, with these few words, I conclude. Thank you very much.